love it a lot. She's a Sony Nex 5. I imagine her to have beautiful robot boobs. I'm currently working on trying to get that situated with my computer, uploading videos from that to my computer, and then figuring out how to get them online without Wi-Fi. So, my current situation is kind of interesting. As you can see, I live in a tiny home. It is very little. And I have 2 dogs and 3 cats, and we're one big happy family. And I have some things that I would like to get off my chest. Not these. I want to keep these. These are very important to me. I mean, I guess I could do without, you know, no big deal. But I'd like to keep them. One of the things that I wanted to rant about earlier was I've been given this opportunity to do videos. Been told by many people that it's a good idea. And one of the pieces of advice that were given to me was that if I put up a backdrop to make it look more professional. In all reality, in my mind, I was kind of taken aback, and I was like, this is not who I am, this idea of having a backdrop to my life. And the comment was it would be more professional. And this is the second time in like 2 days that I've had the same fucking comment about what professional is. It ties into a lot of things that people are talking about these days, and is tattoos and piercings in the workforce and having to cover them up. And where is it distracting is what I want to know, because if it's distracting, then that's the person who is distracted is the person that you don't want in your workforce. If a person is doing their job, it shouldn't matter what they look like, what they have on their body, as long as they're performing their job. They're a human being. They have the same blood as the next person. It doesn't matter what race they look like, their job is, as long as they're doing it, as long as they're performing it, doing it with professionalism. It's not about what you look like, because professionalism isn't about that. That is a small-minded thought process. It's ignorant, and it needs to go away, because we will never evolve in what we're meant to be in a greater form if we hang on to all of this little shit. Me turning to putting on a suit and tie, and I'm calling myself professional, because the definition of professional has nothing to do with a suit and tie. The definition of professional has nothing to do with the way that I look, or having a backdrop and blocking it out to make it look classy. The definition of professional on a business card has nothing to do with pretending to be something that I'm not. It has everything to do with the truth. And this is my truth. This is what I have to offer. This is what's real. This is my reality. I have nothing to hide from that. And I think that that right there is what is important. The definition of professionalism is the competence or skill expected of a professional. The practicing of an activity, especially a sport, by the professional rather than amateur players. This is professional. Of relating to or connected with a profession. Or engaged in a specified activity as one's main paid occupation rather than as a pastime. What you're good at. A professional manner, a profession is a job, something that you do, activity. This is what I do. What you see in the background is what I do. I am what I do. I'm not defined by it. I am it. It's a part of me. It's a part of what I want to share. So, no, I'm not going to have a backdrop. And no, I'm not going to declutter my fucking business cards, because all of that represents who I am. And nothing ever really truly could represent who I am other than me. And I'm still working on that too. So it's never really going to be defined or boxed in or fucking made into a tiny little fucking sentence, and that's it. And it's going to explain me. A bio couldn't even fucking explain me. And it shouldn't ever for anybody, not even just myself. I think that it's always constantly changing, growing. There's no entity that could ever be truly defined. Religion, politic, person, book, everything is always going to change. That's the only thing permanent in this world. Only thing constant is change. So you have to go with the flow. This is my flow. So no backdrop, mustache on my finger, a really, really cuddly kitty cat. Meow. Hello. My name is Myra. And everything has an M, including my kitchen. I don't know what my kitchen's name is yet, though. How about Melvin? I am constantly surrounded by so much going on and so much art and so many ideas and so many different things that be almost ludicrous to block it out. What would be the point in not sharing where I'm coming from? One of the things that I'd like to pride myself in is my ability to communicate in manner of intellectual information and how I pass it on to somebody when I'm passionate about it, having good conversations that are like-minded outreach, my never-ending constant desire and thirst for knowledge. That is like just something that I just hold close to my heart, and I hold it high up in the sky, and I want to know more. Tell me everything. That's just how I feel. That's my connection with the universe. Back to the original topic of a backdrop. Right now, what you see in your fucking screen is my entire life. That's deep. Why would I want to block that out? If I'm trying to get a point across, or talk about something important, or I'm trying to Skype with somebody, or post a video of a rant, I don't want to block out what and who I am and where I come from. If this was all completely and totally not there, you couldn't see any of this. You couldn't see the fact that I sew, butterflies. You couldn't see that I like hula hoop. You couldn't see that I fucking love really cute fucking stuffed animals that have big eyeballs and stuff. Like, if you couldn't see any of that, you would just have to focus on just me. That to me can be really harmful to you, because then you're already passing a judgment. The process in which I want to display myself, share my life, and talk about things, I want you to be able to see what I come from, because I don't want there to be any form of misconstrued idealism upon me as an entity, because that would be unfair to the information that could be given. That would be unfair to you, and it would be unfair to me. There's never going to be a full solved equation when it comes to me and my life. The same goes for you. And it should. Because you should never ever stop growing. You should never ever stop learning. You should always be adding new things and new chapters into your life, and trying to further your passions and hone your skills and finding things that make you happy.